Woo, the Powerball. 1.39 billion. You know how to play it. Hey, I'm Kenneth, Cheadle, your certified life and career coach. Today we're talking about getting something from nothing. You ever heard the phrase, all you have to do is show up, or showing up is half the battle? People say this phrase as it relates to their life, their career, sports, you name it. Well, the problem I have is that everybody is showing up. And by showing up, I mean producing the bare minimum. In our day-to-day lives, in our careers, some of us approach it with a something for nothing mentality, or what I like to call lottery Powerball type of mentality, where you think that you're going to put in $2 worth of effort and reap a $800 million reward. Now, that mentality works in certain areas like the Powerball, but you got people out here that think that they can put a lasagna carton in the microwave and come out with a gourmet meal. And when it's not, they turn their face get tight for it. Or people want the rewards of good health and going to the gym, but want to use a pill to get it. The other day I was having lunch with an old work colleague of mine. We were talking about where he was in his career, and he was telling me that he got overlooked for a management position. I was like, well, why is that? And he's like, well, I don't know. I come to work on time. I've been there 8 years, loyal to the company. I was like, okay, but what else have you been doing? Come to work on time. Got my college degree. Remember when I was talking about something for nothing? That's what that is. Expecting to get something just because you're doing the bare minimum. Everybody on that team could have been doing the bare minimum. What do you do to stick out? It's this book by Seth Godin. You may have heard of it. It's called The Purple Cows. Great read, came out in 2003. And in this book, he describes talking about if you were going down a highway. Let's say you're going down a road and there was just miles and miles of this road. And on that road, you saw cows. All the same cows. So after a while of miles and miles of driving down that road, just seeing the same black and white cow, same black and white cow, same black and white cow, they get boring. But what would be unique is what he said. What would be unique? What would stick out? A purple cow. That would stick out. And in our careers, in our lives, whatnot, we have to be those purple cows. And I can tell you right now, how can you be a better purple cow? Or how can you become a purple cow in your career, in your life, whatever situation you may be in? By putting forth more effort than that 2% or just that little bit, expecting such a grand return on such little effort. Because what you'll find is people have more planning and preparation and dreams installed into things that are less likely to happen than the things that they actually have control of that could happen. And for example, I'll say this one. If I came to you and said, hey, let me see your ticket. You won the Powerball. What would you do with that money? If I ask you that right now, this is probably what you'll say. Oh man, I saw this nice house off 119th. I'm definitely gonna get that. And then I also saw, oh, hold on, I got my list. I already got a list prepared for this. I don't know when I win. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the house off of 119th, the new 2016 Jag that hasn't come out yet. I also want to invest in the community center. Some things I can do down there with the youth. Definitely go tithe. But with that same question, if I asked you, okay, well, tell me what you're going to do to advance yourself in your career. What's your plans with that? What you're going to do to advance yourself in your life? What's your plans with that? You know what I usually get? So I didn't hit the Powerball, right? So just back to the career. Go back to school maybe? To get a better, like get a master's? I don't know. I don't even have a list for that. You see the difference? It seems like we give more preparation to those things that are less likely to return in our favor than the things that we actually have control over. Let me tell you the story. When I was younger, I used to watch my grandfather play the Powerball all the time. Now, he had accomplished life. He was retired. But I used to play the Powerball all the time, and I couldn't wait till I turned 18, because in our state, 18, you play Powerball. I'm like, hey, you know what? When I get this, and I'm getting the Powerball, when I win the Powerball, I'm going to buy this house. I'm going to get this car. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to have all these things that came along with it. And as time progressed, I started to come up with strategic strategies and combinations of numbers by watching what numbers had been played before. And I ain't the only one. I know somebody's out here like, I do that too. Yeah, you do that. Strategic numbers, placing them in combinations and everything. And then one day I woke up, it was an epiphany for me. Like my mid-20s, that's how long it went on. And I decided that I was going to start putting forth effort towards where I wanted to go, and started strategizing and planning out how I wanted to get to where I wanted to be. I got that house, I got that car, and not because it was some luck or, I'm like, hey, when it happens, when it comes to me, when it just falls in my lap. I was done waiting on that. Anything that I want out here, anything that you want out here, if you want a different position in your company, you want to become a manager, if you want to be in a different spot in your life, you want this car, that car, you want this house, that house, you want this mate, that mate, you want this type of relationship. What type of effort are you going to put forth for it? Are you going to put forth $2 worth of effort, expect an $800 million return? Are you going to put in more and get the return that you actually deserve? I think that's the problem about something for nothing and the Powerball type ordeal is you get so trapped up in the fantasy that it can be crippling. And if it gets to show you that if it gets to teach you to move forward, you just stay focused and dreaming, fantasizing. You don't wake up from that dream, you don't get nothing from it. That's all you're going to have is that dream. And I woke up from that dream. I'm asking you to wake up from that dream. I'm not saying don't go play that. But don't have a something for nothing mentality as it comes to your life, your family, your career, or anything that you deem important. Put forth the effort. Strategically plan, and it's gonna work out for you. I promise. That much. Hey, I don't know much about much, but that right there, I know. I know because it worked in my life and so many other people's that I know. Anyway, I'm Kenneth, Cheadle, certified life and career coach. I really appreciate you for taking the time. I hope one of my viewers end up winning the Powerball if it ain't my damn self. Hope you have a great week. Talk to you later. I'm out. Peace.